Hey everybody, it's J-Man105, finally coming back at you with another hobby-related video. Yes, it's Christmas Eve and I am in here tinkering. I happen to have some time to myself for the next little while, so I thought I'd continue working on some projects that I've restarted. I have not made any new videos in the past couple of weeks, only because I have been sick, as well as my girlfriend, so the focus was on getting better before I came back into this room and started tinkering again. But I'm here. I'm also going to be answering a couple questions that came my way, namely how I create ramps and level crossings for my 1/24th scale crawlers. Now, my pre-existing level crossing was made out of PVC. And these are PVC strips you can get in your local building center. They do cut rather easily. You can use a hacksaw or a very fine-toothed saw, depending on what you have. You can even use a jigsaw if you want. Just be careful with the jigsaw. I backed it with a little piece of plywood I had sitting around, and I not only screwed them together but added some glue in there so they wouldn't get apart. Painted the middle section with black water-based acrylic paint, and topped it off with hockey tape. Now, hockey tape is important because the PVC is very slippery. If you use it alone, you'll see wheel spin on your crawlers or vehicles that you want to put over the bridge. And in some cases, they will slide off the side. So if you get yourself a decent roll of hockey tape, this is about 1.5 inches wide, 1.25 inches, that's as much as you need. It will come in handy. Now you may or may not have seen this in a past video. This was a bridge that had 2 ramps on either side made out of plywood. I glued little pieces of brown wood that I painted, and I glued limestone chunks to make an interesting little crossover. I have actually taken the ramps off each end of those, which are these. I have 2 more in my box of supplies, because what I'm going to be doing is making a foldable ramp that locks into place that can also be used as a crossover bridge. So it'll be bigger than this, but also a little wider, because I have increased the width of my 1/24th scale crawlers with new wheel hubs and everything. You've seen them in my previous videos. These are made from 4-foot strips of poplar. So this is what the full strip looks like uncut. Poplar is the best kind of wood to be using for these kind of projects. I use it a lot. It's not terribly expensive compared to other wood. You can use red oak and you can use pine, but you're going to pay through the teeth for it. Poplar is the cheaper option, but it's also just as good, in my opinion, if not better. The greener the better. So I'm going to be creating locking ramps out of these ramps that were on that crossover. They already have the hockey tape on them. I'm going to be using brackets and hinges to fix them so that they're double the length, but they can be used as either the bridge or a ramp depending on where I want to run my trucks. For stuff like this, you're going to need brackets and screws, of which I have tons. Ooh. I like to have a lot of supplies. You're going to need a good screwdriver. You're going to need hinges, of course. I will have more videos coming soon. This is just a short video to show you what I'm working on and to answer those couple questions. People ask me also how I measure things out. In terms of making lines before cutting, I do use my little square. It's good to have. If you don't have a carpenter's square, get one. Measuring tape if I need it, but I also have my long meter stick, which does the work for me. All in all, that's what I'm working on, and I will have, hopefully, further updates in the next few days, because I am off for the next little while. Our work is shut down. And yeah, I'd also like to wish everybody out there a very Merry Christmas. Make sure you spend it with family or friends. Laugh, drink, be merry, eat, whatever you'd like, but have a very Merry Christmas. Enjoy. Like, share, and subscribe this video, and also don't hesitate to join the Hobby Lounge on Discord. Thank you and have a great day. Ho, 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 ho.